The German tank crews wore some unique decorations during the war, namely cuff titles and Panzer badges. The Ärmelstreifen or cuff title is a form of affiliation insignia placed on the sleeve near the cuff of a German military unit. Cuff titles are very often associated with the Second World War and units of the Waffen-SS only, but they were widely used by all branches of the German military. The Großdeutschland Infantry Regiment and the Deutsches Afrika Korps was famous for its cuff titles. The base portion of a cuff title is made of wool. It is approximately 4 cm wide and bears the name or symbol that identifies the wearer belonging to a particular German unit. The colors as well as the lettering varied. The Waffen-SS cuff titles reflected the colors of the SS, black and silver, and were generally black in color with grey lettering. Lettering could be in Latin or Gothic style, as shown on the Großdeutschland cuff title. In the Army, Air Force and Navy, the unit cuff title was worn on the right arm. In the SS, the cuff title was worn on the left arm. More than one title could be worn if the soldier was entitled. General Hasso von Manteuffel wore the Africa campaign cuff title above his Großdeutschland cuff title during the period he commanded the division. Cuff titles worn by members of a unit were considered a special honor. For example, the motorcycle company of the Infantry Regiment Großdeutschland was held to account for losing a position. They were forbidden from wearing their cuff titles until they had earned the privilege back by success in a later battle. When Waffen-SS divisions failed to perform well during Operation Spring Awakening in Hungary in March of 1945, Hitler ordered the units involved to remove their cuff titles as a kind of punishment. It is interesting to note that the East German Nationale Volksarmee, so National Army, continued the tradition of cuff titles, most notably worn by the Border Guards regiments, named after famous communists and personalities of the Eastern Bloc. The Panzerkampfwagenabzeichen or Panzer Badge was introduced in December of 1939. It was authorized for an award to tank crews who had actively participated in 3 armored assaults on different days. On the 1st of June 1940, a bronze version was created for mechanized infantry units equipped with armored vehicles, as well as other infantry, armored reconnaissance, armored signals and medical units serving with the Panzer divisions. From the 31st of December 1942, armored unit repair teams could receive the silver badge for repairing tanks in combat conditions on 3 different days. In June of 1943, additional tank badges were instituted in both silver and bronze to reward participation in 25, 50, 75 and 100 armored actions. The number of engagements required for those higher level badges could be reduced for those with previous long and continuous frontline service or who had received serious wounds. But only one badge, the highest level received, could be worn. The authorization of these badges was usually done at regimental or divisional level. The badge was oval and consisted of a front image of a Panzer IV tank. After the initial ban right after the war, the Federal Republic of Germany reauthorized the wear of many